12 plays, 80 yards in 6 minutes and 34 seconds. Skyler Seawald found the end zone from 3 yards out. PAT was good. 35-17 beat Diggers with 2:13 to go in the third in this 2A quarterfinal from Bayfield. And Jesus will squib the football, and it bounces off a Bayfield offender and then pouncing on it at the 32-yard line. So Bayfield with a football, and Kent Denver did win that game. Kent Denver defeats Aspen in overtime, 21-14. So the Beat Diggers hang on. They would be on the road next week against Kent Denver. 1st and 10 for Bayfield at their own 32-yard line. Walker on the option right will cut it back towards the middle, and he's got a yard, and that's it. That's because the Bay Diggers were all over him to make the play, including Kyle Hefner and Ethan Brost. 2nd down and 9 with a football at the 33-yard line. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Cargill Meat Solutions, part of the KSIR B106 Scholarship Program. On 2nd and 9 from the 33. 1:40 to go in the third. Brush up by 18. Walker, pitch right to Sutton. Swings it to the outside. He's got nothing. He might have lost a yard because of the penetration of Shea Hansen, who was able to bring Sutton down right at the line of scrimmage.
Hansen is so strong, and he's so quick. You don't see big guys like him that are strong and quick like he is, and he has a lot of savvy as well. And he did a good job using his right hand to fend off the block, and he just fouled off that block and flew out there and made a form tackle, had his head in front, and made the tackle right on Sutton's hip.
3rd and 9 for the 33-yard line passing situation. Rolling to his right is Walker, holding the ball on his hip, throwing on the run. That pass is going to be caught. A diving reception and a first down at the 45 by Waylon Sutton. It's a gain of 12, and the Bayfield drive continues.
You know, those little passes like that are something that's haunted the Diggers this year. But on that particular play, we just didn't have a linebacker out there to cover the flats. Our corner was really deep. Garcia had to drop back with the deep threat. Then they had a Posey, who was kind of in the intermediate threat, and they threw right behind him.
1st and 10. Bayfield with the football at their own 45. Another play action, rolling right, throwing underneath. That pass is caught along the sideline by Posey, who runs out of bounds close to a first down at the Beat Digger 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain, and no Beat Digger was out there to make the play. Luckily, Posey had little room and was towing the sideline and could not stay inbounds and gain additional yardage. Nonetheless, it'll be 2nd down and about a foot to go for Bayfield, and that play hurts a little bit because they pick up yardage and the clock is stopped.
You know, that was the same play they ran last time. They just threw it to Posey that time.
Ball is bobbled by Walker, but he runs off left tackle for a first down to the 44, picking up a yard. Skyler Seawald made the tackle along with Kyle Hefner. Got 1:11 to go in the third. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank at 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Bayfield is quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for the Beat Digger 44-yard line. Brush leads 35-17. Inside handoff to Sutton, and he dives to the 41. Skyler Seawald grabbed him around the ankles. It's a pickup of 3 for Waylon Sutton.
You know, those guys are both, Sutton's one of those wing backs from that double wing formation, and then he just runs from the right side wing back and just kind of follows that trap over to the other side of it. That hasn't fooled the Diggers today.
2nd down and 7 to go from the Beat Digger 41-yard line. 38 seconds to go in the third. Walker, pitch right to Velasquez. He gets by Shea Hansen, still on his feet to the 35-yard line, down to the 20, right sideline 10, and he's going to score. A touchdown for Aaron Velasquez from 41 yards out on the pitch right, and Bayfield scores their 3rd touchdown of the game. The Beat Digger lead is down to 12 at 35-23.
Yeah, we had him behind the line of scrimmage, didn't we? We had him with an arm tackle, and we just couldn't keep a hold of him.
And there's still time to go in this third quarter. Now the PAT to be attempted by Max Aris. And a high snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 28 seconds to go, third quarter. Brush 35, Bayfield 24 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 7 plays, 68 yards in 1:45. Aaron Velasquez scores from 41 yards away. And the Brush lead is down to 11 once again at 35-24. You got to figure, Dave, that at some point this Bayfield team is going to try to onside kick it or do everything in their power to strip the football from the Beat Diggers. The Beat Diggers have not committed a turnover yet in this game.
Well, the Diggers aren't expecting it. They don't have their hands team in there. They're expecting them to kick it deep.
Max Harris will kick it off for Bayfield. The Wolverines will not go away. Runs up to the football, and this will be a short, high kick. Fair catch call by Muir. He has it at the 32. Nice job by Kyle Muir. And again, very good field position for the Beat Diggers.
Kyle Muir did a great job fielding that thing. He waved it, got a good hand signal up in the air, and then he was backing up to catch it. Weiser was right behind him in case he didn't, and he caught it over his hand with his, or over his head with his hands. He didn't catch it with his belly.
Yeah, it's like he was holding a
like you feel
baseball glove.
Yeah, like you're fielding a fly ball out there in center field.
First and 10 for Brush at their own 32-yard line. They need another monster drive to perhaps put this thing away. 3 in the backfield, and Garcia drops the football, and it might have been a premature snap and fell on it. Back at the 31, it's going to be a loss of 1, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And when the Beat Diggers come back for the fourth quarter, it'll be a second down and 11. Brush 35, Bayfield 24. These are the 2010 Colorado High School Football Playoffs on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.